Hello everyone. This video is about the stroke font add-on for Blender 2.8. Stroke fonts have glyphs or characters that can have open paths in contrast with the true type font which always have glyphs with closed paths. If you look at the paths of the glyphs of this stroke font, you will see these are all open paths, and as against that, these are the glyph curves of true type font which always have closed paths. Stroke fonts can be useful in a few situations like writing animation, where the process of drawing is also important. And with this add-on, you can also create a set of pages with the text that is taken from a disk file. I've also created a set of extensions that allow users to create their own stroke fonts and edit them. If you are interested in creating such fonts, for example, for your own handwriting, then you can refer to the video given in the video description. To install the add-on, first download the zip file available at the download location given in the video description. Then go to Edit Preferences, click Install, go to the folder where you have downloaded the zip file and double click that file. Now in the search box, just type stroke and you should see this Add Stroke Font Text option. Select this option, and if you want to use this add-on in the subsequent sessions, you can click Save Preferences. If you now see the Active Tool and Workspace Settings area, there should be a new panel, Stroke Font Text. I'll delete these objects. There are a set of options that allow you to render the text. Let's see the important options. You may also want to watch the demo video, which includes demonstration of many of these options. In the action dropdown, there are three options. The first option allows you to add the text that's specified in this input box. So if I now click Add Stroke Font Text, you will see the stroke font text that is specified in this input box. And if you want to have a multi-line text, you can separate the lines with \n. The font dropdown lists all the available stroke fonts. You will get these 26 fonts bundled with the add-on. The first 3 have been designed by me, and the rest of them are adaptation of the Hershey fonts which are available in public domain. The first 3 fonts and the ones that are suffixed with one stroke are single stroke fonts, so when animated they will give a more natural feel of writing. Now the same text with a different stroke font. Then you can specify font size, char spacing and line spacing. To see the functioning of properties of, let me add a curve. I'll just move this, scale this down, and I increase the depth value to, let's say, 0.01 and add a material to it. Now if I select this curve as the properties of object and click Add Stroke Font Text, the text that is rendered will have the same properties of this curve. So all these curves have depth of 0.01 in the same material that we added to the curve. The stroke font text is added in a new collection. So if you want to delete the entire text that was added, you can simply select the collection and say delete hierarchy, which will delete all the objects within that collection. Now let's see the other options. Add glyph table shows all the glyphs available. For example, custom square normal has all these glyphs, or Hershey Sans one stroke has these glyphs. Next, you can also render text from a text file. I'll just show you the text file that I'm using. This is the content of the text file. But just be careful. If it's a big text file, there will be large number of objects created and this operation might take a long time. So the entire text file is rendered with the selected stroke font starting at the 3D cursor position. Now there is also another option for confining the area of rendering of the text. If I check this option, I have a set of other options available to me. I can define the area width, area height, and the margin for rendering the text. Then I can specify the horizontal alignment, the vertical alignment within the confined area. And if I have text that doesn't fit in the given area, then I can specify in which direction the remaining text should be rendered and the distance between these expanded areas. With the same text file, if I now check the confined area option and say add stroke font text with expand direction Z, then you will see that the text is added in the confined area, and the part of the text that doesn't fit in that area is rendered in an area with the same X and Y coordinates, but which is shifted in Z direction by an offset. Each of these text segments is part of a separate collection, so certain operations like delete or hide that you make on the collection will be applied on the entire text within the area at once. Now if I render the same text with the expand direction set to X, and let's change the distance also to a positive value, then this rendered text will be arranged in horizontal direction. And if I select the expand direction as Y, then it will be arranged in vertical direction. If we select this add plane option, then there is a plane added for each confined area, and the curves are shrink wrapped to that plane, so that whatever deformation that plane undergoes, the same deformation is applied to the text as well. The curves are also parented to the plane, so if I move, rotate or scale the plane, the text will also undergo the same transformation. Let's see the same text with a different font and with a different margin. So here is that text added on top of the plane, and if I set the expand direction as Z, and let's also set a negative value to this option, you will see that the text is arranged on different pages along the Z axis. Finally, there is also an option to define the confined area dynamically. I can invoke that option by pressing Ctrl Shift and Q, and then define the rectangle by first left clicking the mouse on the starting position and then clicking it again at the ending position. And I can add as many rectangles as I want. To go back, I can press backspace. If I press enter, the text will be rendered in the rectangles that I have drawn. And remember, to delete the entire text, you just need to right click the collection and say delete hierarchy. That's it for now. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please leave a comment on this video. Thank you very much.